Hey, my name is Amulya Gupta and I got an All India rank of 15 in KVPY 2016 of the essay branch and an All India rank of 9 in KVPY SX of 2017. Today, I'm here to discuss my strategy of the day of the exam because even if you have prepared a lot of the exam, you have covered all the syllabus, what you do on the exam day matters the most. Night before the exam. So what you have to ensure on the night before the exam is that you get enough sleep. So how to do that? The first thing is that, let's say you have your exam on 7th November. So on 6th November, you should wake up early in the morning. So that way you'll ensure that by the time the night of 6th November comes, you'll be sleepy enough to sleep and go to the bed. Do not sleep in between and do not drink coffee, and just work throughout the day so that you get a good sleep. Get a good 8 hours sleep, and also it's important to check your admit card. You have to just gather all your stuff that you'll carry to the exam center the next day, so make a bag for it. And once you get the admit card, you'll also have to check whether the exam center is accessible to you. And so I would recommend just do a Google search for the center, see the location of the center, see the photographs of the center, so that you are familiar with the locality and you just go to the center the next day and give the exam. Morning of the exam. So on the morning of the exam, when you wake up, just do all your routine activities. After that, one of the important things in every morning is the breakfast. So like you have to program your physiology such that you give the best in your exam. So how do you do that? So in breakfast, do not eat anything heavy because that will make you sleepy during the exam. So don't eat paranthas with a lot of butter. So try to eat a light breakfast, and don't eat anything too sweet, because whenever you eat something sweet, that releases insulin and that interferes with your brain chemistry, so you become sleepy afterwards. So try to eat something proteinaceous like maybe beans, and if you eat egg, you can have egg white or something like that. Drink coffee because that helps you be alert, and if you regularly drink coffee, then you definitely need it for the exam day. So, and don't drink a lot of coffee because coffee also leads to a lot of anxiety. You do not want anxiety on the exam day, so drink half a cup of coffee, and coffee is also a diuretic. So if you drink a lot of coffee, then you'll need to use the restroom every now and then in the exam. Okay? Don't revise your notes because frankly, just before the exam, if you're revising your notes, then it doesn't stick in your mind, and whatever questions in KVPY actually come, they test concepts, and it's unlikely you will make a lot of new concepts in the morning of the exam, right? So don't read a lot and just be calm, focused on the morning of the exam. Again, check that you have your admit card in your bag, check that you have your pencil box in your bag, and that the transport like this was something I always used to do. Whenever I had to give an exam, I would wake up and see the traffic status. If there was a lot of traffic, I would leave early for the exam, and if there wasn't much traffic, I'll plan accordingly, right? Reaching the exam center. So one of the things that you have to meticulously plan is how to reach the exam center. क्योंकि बहुत बार ये होता है कि बच्चे जब एग्ज़ाम सेंटर पे पहुंचते हैं वो लेट हो चुके होते हैं. Even if you forget to take your admit card to the exam center officials will help you out. But if you reach late to the exam center, they won't be able to do anything. So make sure that you reach the exam center on time. So उसके लिए क्या करता था मैं like सुबह उठते ही सबसे पहले I would check the traffic, because that in living in Delhi, it was a big determinant for me because traffic would be so high in the morning office hours. So first check the traffic, then I would take a factor of 2. So अगर मेरे घर से अगर exam center 1 घंटा दूर था, so I'll take a factor of 2 कि मैं 2 घंटा पहले निकल जाऊँ before the reporting time. So that way, if you get traffic jam or something, then you'll not get tense because you have a lot of time. And otherwise, also try to avoid public transport. Like in Delhi, I don't find it that reliable, but in other cities, it might be the only way to transport. So make sure that you actually choose the transport that's most reliable to you. उस समय like you cannot say कि ये वाला ट्रांसपोर्ट अवेलेबल नहीं था, बस नहीं आई या फिर मेट्रो हॉल्ट हो गई. यू कैन नॉट यूज दोज एक्सक्यूजेज. सो वंस यू रीच द एग्जाम सेंटर, जस्ट एनालाइज द लोकेशन. लाइक you'll find a lot of people over there जो बात कर रहे होंगे, एग्ज़ाम के बारे में पूछ रहे होंगे. सो यूजुअली KVPY वाले एग्ज़ाम में लोग इतने ज़्यादा टेंस नहीं होते हैं, बट स्टिल इफ़ यू get to meet some tense people, I would advise just stay away from them, right? And in my exam center, in essay exam, what happened was like the exam center was in a very open location, and the day was really good. So I actually enjoyed going to the exam center, and I roamed around the exam center before the exam started. And in the SX exam, what happened was the exam center was in a very industrial location, and there dust was flying, and I was thinking that there would be a lot of noise in the exam. So like I would recommend that was a mistake I made, and you shouldn't make that mistake, because I got tense ki itna noise hai, how would I be able to give that exam. But I think you have to block that thought. Uske bare mein mat socho, just go there and give the exam. Getting the question paper. So once you reach the exam center, there are 3 things that you have to ensure. First of all, just go there, sit at your desk and ensure that your chair is comfortable. If it's not, then ask the exam officials to give a new one, and also ask for water so that you know that you have all the supplies for the exam, you know where the washroom is and all. And second thing that you have to ensure is, like, a lot of people, including me, had restless legs. So what would happen is, when I was giving the exam, I would tap my leg repeatedly. And when you are giving a computer-based exam like KVPY, what happens is that there are a lot of electric connections down there, and I found that a few people were tapping and their system shut down, so that created anxiety. So make sure that you are away from those switches and you know where the switches are, because that creates a lot of problem. The third thing that you have to ensure is, like, you have a slightly pessimistic state of mind when you are starting the exam. So like, if you have a lot of optimistic state of mind, if you are saying ki ye wala exam to I'll definitely crack, I can solve all the questions, what will happen is that if you get 2 or 3 questions which are difficult and you are not able to solve them, you'll go into the panic mode. So you'll start thinking that you might not be able to make the exam, and rest of the paper would get bad. If you are too pessimistic, what will happen is that you'll think that this is a paper you cannot solve, and you'll not even attempt the questions. So have a slightly pessimistic way of mind that this is something that I may be able to solve, but even if I'm not able to solve that, so that shouldn't affect my life much. In that way, you take the paper as a challenge. So even if a question comes which maybe you are not able to solve, you'll be like, okay, so this is one of the questions I'll solve afterwards. I'll solve it in the end of the paper. Attempting the paper. So now I'll discuss how I attempted the paper actually. So when you open the paper in KVPY essay, you find that there are 60 questions in part 1 and there are 20 questions in part 2. The 60 questions in part 1 are 15 questions of mathematics, physics, biology and chemistry each. And in part 2 also you have 5 questions of these 4 subjects. So when I just opened the paper, like, this is my strategy. I do the easiest part first, and by easy I do not mean that I'll definitely score highest in that. It's just that I solve that fast. So I first opened biology of part 1. So you can see that most of the questions in biology are one-word answer questions, so you can definitely solve them fast. It hardly takes 20 to 30 seconds to solve a biology question. Similarly, there are 15 questions of chemistry. So I entered the chemistry part. So when you enter the chemistry part, you'll find that there are some questions which are from inorganic chemistry. So in inorganic chemistry questions, you do not have to apply a lot of calculation, you do not have to apply a lot of brain, you just have to use your memory, and you can do that fast. And if you get physical chemistry questions, which are not much, as you can see from this paper, you can definitely solve them in 1 or 2 minutes. After that, I went to the section 2 and I solved biology and chemistry again. So you can see that even section 2 is not that tough. It's containing questions which are matching questions. So you'll hardly take 1 minute to solve the biology question, and you'll take 1 to 2 minutes to solve the chemistry question. So what happened was that within 40 to 45 minutes, I had solve these two parts. So I solved 20 questions of chemistry, section 1 and 2, and 20 questions of biology, section 1 and 2. So in a 180-minute exam, I had 140 minutes left and I had to solve only 40 questions now. 20 of mathematics and 20 of physics. So I was a PCB student and I was not very well versed in mathematics, so I started with physics first. And physics questions were in section B here you can find that most of the questions are on the tougher side and that will require a bit of calculation. So I left it and I first focused on the part 1. Let's look at part 1 of physics. So you can see that the questions are like not really, I would say, tough, but these questions would be solved in 1 to 2 minutes maximum. So what I did was I glided over these 15 questions in part 1 and I solved in around 20 to 30 minutes. After that, I took some time and solved the part 2 questions, and I was not really able to make all of them. I was able to solve, I think, 2 or 3 of those questions, and that took me another 15-20 minutes because I was really slow. I thought about everything. So these were another 40 minutes and I was done with physics part also. So you can find that like I had almost 1.5 hours left to solve just the mathematics part, and these were just 20 questions. So as I told you that I was a PCB student, I was not very well versed with mathematics. I started with the first part of mathematics, and here you can see that there are some questions you can solve with class 10th knowledge, and there are some questions which will require you to have at least class 11th knowledge. So I just solved the questions which were based on class 10th, and those questions were like you can see there are quite a few questions over here that you can solve on those lines, right? So there are questions about triangles and all. Then I moved to part 2. So what I did was in part 2 I had a lot of time. So, and I also brought my geometry box with me. Like I didn't prepare for that, I just brought my geometry box. So there was one question which was about a semicircle, and they wanted us to find, like you can see, the length dh, and I was not able to solve it directly using x or y, and this is one of the peculiarities of KVPY. They actually give you values of the question. So what I did was I actually made a semicircle using my compass and I tried solving them because I found that easier because I was not a mathematics student. And like these are small ways in which you can actually get good marks in the exam. Most of the questions in mathematics also, you could eliminate the rest of the 3 options and choose one of the answers instead of actually solving the whole question. Finishing the exam. So sometimes what happens is that a lot of exams require you to save the answers, and this is something that you have to do properly, because what happened with one of my friends was he attempted the whole paper but he forgot to save all the answers, and he got a very low rank because of that, even though he solved most of the paper. So that's why make sure that you save all the answers. These policies vary from exam to exam, and you should make sure that you have read all the instructions of the exam. After solving the paper, don't give a lot of thought on questions which you were confused in, because sometimes what happens is that you change the answer from the correct one to the wrong one just because of your overthinking. Don't do that. Coming out of the exam hall. After you finish the exam, just leave the exam hall. Don't look back because it doesn't matter. Now you have done the exam, right? And also if you find people discussing about the exam, it's prudent not to do that, and if you actually want to do that, make sure that your mental state is good for that. Like if you gave the exam for your just because you wanted to give it, then you can obviously discuss it with your friends. But if that was an exam which had a lot of stakes, I think it's better to avoid discussing it with your friends. You should go to your home directly. You can treat yourself in the way, and don't worry a lot about the paper. You'll get to know the solutions in a day or two. Most of the coaching centers release the question papers, so then only you can go and see whether your questions were right or wrong. Avoid discussing it with your friends. When I exited the exam hall, a person came to me and asked what you were doing with your geometry box and making the figures. So I explained to him that I was like making a jugaad out of it, and I was pretty confident after exiting the paper because I knew that I had used my common sense to solve questions that I didn't actually know the whole way to solve, and that was something I was really happy about. So when the KVPY result came, it was a very joyous time to me. What happened was it was the end of 11th class and काफ़ी ज़्यादा pressure था मेरे ऊपर because I had to maintain a good rank in my test series. I also had to prepare for my school exams. So I was very tense and I was thinking that maybe I won't be able to make it to my goal, and I was pretty underconfident about it. But when the exam result actually came, I was really happy because I found that I have an all India rank of 15, and that was the moment I realized that yes, this is something I can do and I have to go forward and study well instead of just being depressed that I won't be able to do it. And after getting the result, I went to my parents and told them I got such a good rank. So I was actually disturbing them every day and telling them that मेरा नहीं हो पाएगा शायद medical में, and like मैं काफ़ी परेशान हूँ, शायद मेरा rank नहीं आएगा. And they were also disturbed. But then when I told them I got an all India rank of 15, even they got happy that yes, this is something I can do and I can go and make a future. And उसके बाद फिर we went outside and we ate, and that was something like उससे पहले 6 months तक मैं कुछ बाहर नहीं गया था because I was preparing for my exams, I was preparing for my career, and that was a joyous time. So that brought a lot of memories for me, and now it's time for you to take action. So you can practice a lot for KVPY because that makes a man perfect, and you can take an Academy test series. You can use the discount code CTWT. The link is in the description, and you'll get a 10% discount on that. I would like to thank Vishvesh Bharadia, who is one of my batchmates and got a rank of 5 in KVPY, to come and share his experiences on this platform. I hope this video helped you. That's a wrap for today. All the best.